haven't seen one. It's just departure and centre, so we'll have to pick up our carriage when we get up to departure. It's quite windy as well, because I can see my
Hazel traffic, Cessna Charlie Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, taking off runway 11. West departure, Frank Hazel traffic.
I'm going to wait to wait until I should check the weather on it. Okay, that's not ideal. Oh shit.
Below 7 Mike Zulu, descend flight level 140. Request soft present.
Cessna, Cargo, Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, Bordeaux control, no thunderstorms reported in the area currently.
Bordeaux.
Cessna Cargo, Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra. I want to use the Causa, and we have thunderstorms in the air.
Tanzania 42 Bravo, descend flight level 360.
Descent en maintain flight level 360. Transavia 42 Bravo.
Cessna, Cargo, Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, Roger, understood. Please clarify your request or contact the tower for further assistance.
Okay, we've got wrong somewhere. It's told me to backtrack. So what I'm going to do is take off this one and then swing right round.
Watch Delta 20 Delta, you get my message.
20 Delta, cleared to land at LSPO for refueling. Contact Alton approach on 125.79er for further instructions. level 360. Hotel Romeo, radar contact.
Bordeaux Control, Nordic 5379er, flight level 350.
Radar contact.
Bordeaux Control, good afternoon. Speedbird 479 November, maintaining flight level 360.
Undergo IFR.
Speedbird 479 November, Bordeaux Control identified. Good afternoon.
The weather is already...
Bordeaux Control, Chanex 25 Echo Papa, flight level 370.
Chanex 25 Echo Papa, radar contact.
Bordeaux radar, good evening, Lufthansa 87 Echo, flight level 360.
Lufthansa 87 Echo Bordeaux Control, continue to maintain as filed.
We continue direct to Mike Echo November, then as 5, Lufthansa 87 Echo.
There we go. Ignore the plane, just sort yourself out now.
Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, cleared to San Sebastian. Direct Bravo Foxtrot 402, Squawk 2567 and ident. Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, identified. 2 miles northeast of Francazal at 2100 feet. QNH 1014, cleared direct Bravo Foxtrot 402.
Cody Romeo Hotel Alpha.
Translate level 380, Romeo Hotel Alpha.
Flight 0 Delta. Blanche, November 2520 Delta, good morning. 0 Delta, request full stop landing at LSPO to resume.
EUI 1256, descend and maintain flight level 350.
And maintain flight level 350, EUI 215.
KLM 055, Bordeaux Control, roger.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 941, climbing flight level 290 inbound, Mont.
Lufthansa 941, Bordeaux Control identified. Good afternoon.
Bordeaux, good afternoon, Lufthansa 941, climbing flight level 270.
Bordeaux Control, Chanix 903 Papa Kilo, flight level 330. Radar contact. Bordeaux Control, Air Baltic 2 Mike uniform, flight level 340. Radar contact.
Just told me I could stay at flight level 310, Lufthansa 31 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 31 Foxtrot, Roger. Maintain flight level 310.
Swiss 9023, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Bordeaux Control, Swiss 9023.
In aviation, vacuum refers to a condition where the pressure is lower than the surrounding atmospheric pressure. It's often used in the context of vacuum systems that power instruments like the attitude indicator and heading indicator. These instruments rely on a vacuum source to function correctly, providing critical information about the aircraft's orientation and direction. Understanding how these systems work is essential for maintaining situational awareness.
Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo Sierra Alpha Sierra, QNH 1013.
1013, thank you. What's 1013 up to?
1013 in HPA converts to approximately 29.92 inches of mercury. Keep that in mind for your QNH settings.
Descend to 030 and clear direct runway 3 to left and long Air Portugal 496.
Air Portugal 496, contact Toulouse approach on 120.355.
Control Boeing 629, checking in flight level 410.
Boeing 629 at Bordeaux Control, roger.
Ryanair 7 Alpha Bravo, contact Blagnac approach on 121.105.
121.105, Ryanair 7 Alpha Bravo.
Flight 750, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78. 133.78. Switch 278, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78. Control 133.78, please 278.
Bordeaux Control, Easy 21 Yankee Alpha, flight level 380.
Radar contact.
Speedbird 471, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
133.78.
Bordeaux Control, Arabia Maroc 264, flight level 350.
178.
Québec Delta. Contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Guys, Bordeaux Control on 133.78, Swiss to Quebec Delta, thank you.
Bordeaux Control, Lufthansa Cargo 500, Lufthansa flight level 290.
Lufthansa Cargo 500, climb flight level 310.
Texas, we are requesting flight level 290, Lufthansa Cargo 500.
Trade 264 contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Bordeaux Control, this is contact Bordeaux Control.
Bordeaux Control, Chinook 65, Bravo Mike, flight level 350.
Lufthansa 63 Alpha contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Bordeaux Control on 133.78, Lufthansa 63 Alpha.
Bordeaux Control, Air France 29 Victor Romeo, flight level 220.
flight, you should maintain 5,000 feet as per your clearance. As your flight instructor, I have access to your flight plan and communications, which include your IFR clearance. This helps me guide you effectively during our flight. That's correct. In general aviation, the odd and even altitude rules apply to all flights, not just the SR flights. Odd altitudes are used when flying eastbound, like 3,000, 5,000 feet, and even altitudes are for westbound flights, like 4,000, 6,000 feet. This helps maintain separation in the airspace.
Ryanair 48 Zulu Echo, contact Flagnac approach on 121.105.
121.105 for Ryanair 48 Zulu Echo. Good day.
Fraction 854 November, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78. 133.78, Trade Air 264, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78. Trade Air 3264, Bordeaux Control, descend and maintain flight level 190.
Flying in Mike Charlie typically refers to the aircraft's position or identification in the airspace. It could mean you're flying in a specific airspace designated as Mike Charlie, or it could be a shorthand for your flight plan or communication. Always clarify with ATC if you're unsure about the terminology. Your flight time will depend on your current position and the distance to your destination, which is 118 miles to the east. Given your current speed of 117 knots, you can estimate about 52 minutes to reach San Sebastian. Keep an eye on your fuel and ensure you're managing your weight and balance for the best performance.
Speedbird 9 Papa Whiskey Bordeaux Control, roger that. How can I assist you further?
That's right. If you receive a TCAS alert, you must follow the TCAS instructions as they take precedence over ATC instructions to ensure safety. Always prioritize the safety of the flight.
Fueling 365, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Incident 365, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78. Thank you.
Tango 478, contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Contact Bordeaux Control 133.78. Please Tango 478.
The weather looks good for your flight. You've got variable winds at 8 knots. Visibility is excellent at 9 miles. Scattered clouds at 4,200 feet, and a temperature of 21 degrees with a QNH of 1015. Everything seems favorable for a smooth flight.
Flight level 390.
Radar contact.
That's a smart approach. Keeping an eye on those scattered clouds at 4,200 feet is wise. Make sure to adjust your descent rate and maintain situational awareness as you approach the clouds. If you encounter any turbulence, remember to maintain control and use your autopilot if needed. Great to hear that your fuel flow is around 8 gallons per hour, and it's good that your oil temperature, pressure, and vacuum are all in the green. This means your engine is operating well. Just remember to keep monitoring those parameters as you continue your flight.
Swiss 5, Whiskey Bravo. Contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78.
Contact Bordeaux Control on 133.78, Swiss 5 Whiskey Bravo, thank you.
The EGT bug showing 59.1% indicates you're operating at a good temperature for your current power setting. Make sure to monitor it closely, especially during climbs and descents. If you notice any significant changes, be prepared to adjust your mixture accordingly.
Contact Bordeaux Control 133.78, trailer 3264. Stand and maintain flight level 190, trailer 3264.
The mixture set at 21.4% is a good lean setting for cruise. Just ensure you're monitoring your EGT and fuel flow to optimize performance. If you notice any significant changes in engine performance, be ready to adjust the mixture accordingly.
Bordeaux Control 133.78, Ocean 704, thank you.
The fuel pump on the Cessna 182 serves a couple of important functions. Primarily, it helps to maintain fuel flow to the engine, especially during critical phases like takeoff and landing. It can also be used for vapor suppression in hot conditions or when switching fuel tanks. If you ever notice the fuel pump light, it indicates that the pump is active, ensuring proper fuel delivery to the engine. It's great that you're asking these questions. Understanding your aircraft systems is key to becoming a more proficient pilot.
Control, Yoda 6-8 uniform request descent. Descending to flight level 260, expecting at Bilbao, Secam, Fleet Tango approach.
The Cessna 182 is fuel injected, not carbureted. This means it uses a fuel injection system to deliver fuel directly into the combustion chamber, providing better fuel efficiency and performance. Next, we should contact Bordeaux Control on 125.79 for any updates or instructions as we approach San Sebastian. Make sure to have your clearance and any relevant information ready for them. If you're already on 125.79, that's perfect for contacting Bordeaux Control. Just ensure you have your clearance and any relevant information ready to go.
Skyhawk 3, Alpha Zulu, contact Biarritz approach on 125.6.
Contact Biarritz approach on 125.6. Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu.
Thanks for the update. With variable winds at 4 knots and scattered clouds at 4,400 and 6,000 feet, it looks like you'll have a bit of cloud to navigate through on your descent. Just keep an eye on your altitude and approach your landing with caution. You're doing great. That's correct. Flying cargo can change the dynamics a bit, especially with weight and balance. Make sure to double check your load distribution to ensure optimal performance. If you have any specific questions about cargo operations, feel free to ask. Great question. The flight rules are generally the same whether you're flying cargo or passengers. However, you need to ensure that your weight and balance calculations are accurate, as cargo can shift during flight. Always follow the same safety protocols and regulations as you would with passengers.
Bordeaux Control, Red Nose 8 Whiskey Yankee, flight level 350. Red Nose 8 Whiskey Yankee, radar contact.
Control, Ryanair 46 Romeo uniform, flight level 380.
Radar contact.
Yoda 68 uniform, descend flight level 260.
For control of flight level 579
In the context of the Sedna, if you're referring to a specific procedure or task, please clarify. If it's about a flight operation, I can help with that. The amp meter in the Cessna 182 indicates the electrical load on the aircraft's electrical system. It shows whether the alternator is charging the battery or if the electrical system is drawing more power than it's generating. For example, if the needle is in the positive range, it means the alternator is charging the battery, while a negative reading indicates a drain on the battery. Keeping an eye on this can help you manage electrical loads effectively during flight. If your amp meter is dead on zero, it could indicate that the alternator is not charging the battery. First, check the alternator circuit breaker to ensure it's not tripped. If it is, reset it and monitor the amp meter again. If it remains at zero, you may need to consider reducing non-essential electrical loads and prepare for a potential landing as soon as practical. Always good to stay ahead of any issues.
Sorry, but I will choose the runway 12 at 36744.
Swiss 6744, cleared Sega, 3 Tango, arrival into Bilbao. When you're ready, descend. Flight level 230.
It sounds like your alternator is functioning properly if the voltage is holding at 21 volts. Just keep monitoring it, and if it stays stable, you're in good shape. If you notice any fluctuations, be prepared to check your electrical systems.
Bordeaux Control, Channel 3 Mike Juliet, flight level 390.
Bordeaux Control, Ryanair 3369er, flight level 310.
Bordeaux Control, Air France 905 Uniform Mike, flight level 360.
Air France 905 Uniform Mike, radar contact.
Bordeaux Control, Delta 231, flight level 190.
Radar contact.
Bordeaux Control, Alpine 14 Uniform Whiskey, flight level 360.
Whiskey radar contact.
Control, France Soleil 28 Tango, Romeo, flight level 380.
Tango, Romeo, radar contact. Air France 78 Bravo, November contact POW approach on 121.175.
121.175 for Air France 78 Bravo, November.
The avionics fan in the Cessna 182 provides forced cooling for the integrated avionics system. It helps to prevent overheating of the avionics units, ensuring they operate efficiently. If you ever notice a fan failure indication, it's important to monitor your avionics temperatures and land as soon as practical, if necessary.
Oh, it's not always if necessary, right?
Bordeaux Control, Air France 18 Juliet, Romeo, flight level 320.
Bordeaux Control, Channel 31 Papa Yankee, flight level 350. Channel 31 Papa Yankee, radar contact. Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, contact San Sebastian approach on 125.39er.
Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, San Sebastian approach, identified. Bonjour Pau, Pyrénées, Usain, QNH 1015. Expect the Warnav X-ray, runway, 22 approach into San Sebastian. Air France. 78 Bravo, November contact Ottawa on 124.15.
124.15 for Air France 78 Bravo, November. Good day.
That funny whirring sound you hear when you turn on the avionics is the cooling fans activating. They help keep the avionics systems at a safe operating temperature, especially during flight. It's a normal sound, so no need to worry. To calibrate true airspeed, you need to adjust for altitude and temperature. Use the outside air temperature and pressure altitude to find the true airspeed, using the appropriate charts or formulas. For example, if you're at 5,000 feet with a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, you would refer to the performance charts of the POH to find the correction factor. This will give you a more accurate true airspeed reading.
125.79er for Chinook 7 uniform.
That's great. With an outside temperature of 7 degrees and a true airspeed of 120 knots, you're doing well. Just remember, true airspeed is important for performance calculations, especially during climb and descent. Keep monitoring it as you approach your destination. the Cessna 182, if you need to execute a missed approach, follow these steps. 1. Apply full power and maintain a positive rate of climb. 2. Retract the flaps to the appropriate setting, usually 20 degrees. 3. Follow the missed approach procedure as published for your approach, which may include specific headings and altitudes. For example, if you're on the RNAV approach to San Sebastian, you might need to climb a specific altitude and proceed to a waypoint. Always refer to the approach plate for details.
Vueling 70, Juliet Kilo contact Madrid Control on 127.23.
switching to Madrid Control on 127.23, Dave Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo.
Cessna Cargo Charlie Romeo, Sierra Alpha Sierra, proceed direct Sierra Oscar 10 Echo. Descend altitude 2500 until established cleared for the Arnav runway 22 approach. Speed below 190 knots until established.
updated winds at 280 degrees at 8 knots, variable between 220 and 350, are still manageable. Just keep that in mind for your approach and landing, especially if you're expecting any gusts. You're doing great.
Bilbao approach, Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo, flight level 140.
Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo, radar contact. Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo, direct Directa. Cleared for the ILS, Y runway 30 approach. Descend and maintain flight level 060 until established.
Down to 6,000. Cleared for the ILS, Y30 approach, Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo.
This is Aigle 0416, climbing to flight level 320.
Aguilar 04416, contact Bordeaux control on 133.78.
Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo, contact Bilbao Tower on 118.5.
Over to Bilbao Tower on 118.5, Vueling 70 Juliet Kilo.
Cessna, Charlie Romeo.
Iberia 17 Bravo, descend altitude to 500 feet.
East 2,500 to land.
Cessna Charlie Romeo Sierra San Sebastian Tower. QNH 1015. Enter left base runway 22.
Uniform departure. Venus 5, departure runway 22, initial climb to 9,000
Make
feet.
left base runway
Departure
22.
stay
Cessna,
with
Sierra,
tower.
Alpha Sierra.
Squad 4357, Iberia approaches. Thank you. Ground 121.705, Iberia approaches. Thank you very much.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by. Iberia 3232, you'll stay with me for departure.
7,700 feet, turning to 2,000 feet, Iberia approaches.
San Sebastian approach. Good afternoon.
International departure, Yankee is PPN 1 departure at 4,000 flight 90.
Jet 69er Yankee climb via the PPN 1 center departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 290. Departure with Bordeaux control on 119.855. Squawk tree 276.
Roger. Yeah, you already had that clearance.
Vision Jet 69er Yankee contact Bordeaux control on 133.78.
Cessna 1-2 Kilo, request wind check. San Sebastian Tower, can you read me? Come back, please. 1-2 Kilo. I request wind check, please. 1-2 Kilo.
Information is current, clear to Madrid Barajas, via the Papa November uniform.
8. Clear to land runway 22.
Departure PNS 5, departure runway 22. Initial climb altitude 9,000 feet. Departure will stay with tower on 119.855. Squad 3144, Iberia frequency. Thank you.
Cessna Sierra Alpha
323,
Sierra.
read back correct. Ground is on 121.705, safe flight, sir.
Down 121.705. Thank you. Departure, we are at 2,300 feet for 4,000.
Iberia 323, you'll stay with me for departure.
Iberia, stay with you for departure, yes. 4,000 feet, QNH 1015, clear, yes, Jacob, Iberia approach, thank you.
Climb and maintain flight level 230.
230, Iberia approach, thank you. San Sebastian, Golf 071 Juliet Hotel, requesting IFR clearance, filed to Sierra Airport.
1 Kilo, welcome to San Sebastian. Exit at Bravo Table. Contact ground on 121.705.
Roger.
Jet 69er Yankee contact departure on 119.855.
Iberia 323, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.705 when ready.
Ground 121.07, correction, 705. Iberia 323, thank you very much.
03 Sierra Bravo, welcome to San Sebastian. Contact ground on 121.705.
121.705, Bravo. Approach, can I switch to tower frequency, please? Tower for landing clearance, Iberia 17 Bravo, please, can you tell me the frequency?
Contact tower for landing clearance.
Sebastian Tower, Iberia 17 Bravo, establish the runway 22.
San Sebastian Tower, Volotea 1123, holding short on runway 22.
Volotea 1123, San Sebastian Tower, runway 22, wind calm, cleared for takeoff. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Thank you, Golf 0710 Hotel. Information is current cleared to Perpignan via the BTZ2 Alpha departure limit file. Departure runway 22, initial climb 4000. Departure will stay with tower on 119.855, score 2624,
Cessna
Golf
Sierra
0710 Hotel.
Terminus taxiway. Cessna Sierra Alpha Sierra. Exit runway when able. Cessna Sierra Alpha Sierra. Exit runway when able. Cessna Sierra Alpha Sierra. Contact ground on 121.705.
Bordeaux Control 133.78.
Going to 121.705. Cessna Sierra Alpha Sierra. San Sebastian ground. Cessna Charlie Romeo
Give me 1
Sierra
second
Alpha
for that
Sierra.
clearance.
Request taxi to parking.
Cessna Charlie
Level, good day, Leipzig 378, request IFR clearance to Chambéry.
San Sebastian ground, good morning, Eurowings and Papa Foxtrot, request IFR clearance destination Biarritz.
Sierra Alpha Sierra.
Clear to Biarritz via the BE Zulu to Alpha departure, then S5, departure runway 22, initial climb 3000 feet, departure on 12539er, and squawk 4673, Eurowings 7 Papa Foxtrot. San Sebastian ground, Eurowings 7 Papa Foxtrot to request startup.
San Sebastian, good evening. India Sierra Mike 77, request a clearance to destination Gardesc Echo Papa Golf Delta.
San Sebastian ground, Volotea 1 Whiskey Alpha, requesting IFR clearance to Seville.
San Sebastian ground, Volotea 1123, requesting IFR clearance to Malaga.
Volotea 1123, read back correct.
Information is currently set to Sevilla via the Papa November to Whiskey departure on 04, initial climb to 4000, departure on 125.39er and squawk 6547, Volotea 1 Whiskey Alpha. Volotea 1 Whiskey Alpha request frequency change to tower.
Buenas tardes, San Sebastian, Vueling 2485, request IFR clearance to Barcelona.
I will grab that clearance. Give me just a minute. Vueling 2485, read back correct.
Volotea 1123 is requesting IFR clearance to Malaga with information Sierra.
Cirrus 143 Sierra Bravo, San Sebastian ground taxi to parking at your discretion. Have a good day.
Parking discretion. Sierra Bravo, good day. San Sebastian ground, 69 Yankee would like to open our IFR.